poll on Instagram and Facebook, and also my Facebook group as well. And the results are really interesting. So thank you to everyone who voted. Understanding where you guys are currently at with your understanding of weight loss and nutrition really helps me to put out information that is actually going to help you. So most people in the group said that they think you should just eat anyway, and a few people said that we should just skip the meal. So just to recap the title, so the question was, what should you do if you're not hungry at breakfast or at a mealtime? And so most people said that they think that we should just eat anyway. So we'll start with breakfast because that's the mealtime that the question was about, and it's also a mealtime that a lot of people struggle with. So it's quite simple, really. What I suggest you do if you're not hungry when you wake up in the morning is don't eat. It's as simple as that. You don't have to have breakfast if you're not actually hungry. I think a lot of people eat their breakfast out of habit or because they feel like they should, or sometimes people think, but what if I'm hungry on the way to work? Or what if I get shaky? What if I don't eat and I feel tired? What I would suggest is you just eat when you feel hungry. Don't just eat because it's breakfast time. We've always been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and therefore it might sound like it's an absolute sin to skip your breakfast. However, it's really not. It was the cereal companies that made that saying a thing. They're the ones who said that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And it's because they're trying to sell you cereal. It's really not the most important meal of the day. The most important meal of the day is the first meal of the day, but the important thing is when you eat it. So, whenever that first meal of the day is, that's the most important meal. So whether that's at 6 a.m. when you wake up, or whether that's at 2 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the key thing is not when you eat your breakfast, but what you eat for breakfast. So just to be clear, if you do not want to eat, if you do want to eat when you wake up first thing in the morning because you are hungry, then that's fine. But if you don't feel hungry, then don't eat, as there's a reason why you don't feel hungry. And the same concept applies to every meal and snack. So if you normally have a snack at 10 o'clock in the morning and you don't feel hungry, then don't just have a snack because you normally have a snack. It's the same at dinner time. If you're not hungry, then don't eat. It's as simple as that. Nothing bad will happen if you skip your meal. The only caveat to that is if you're type 1 diabetic or if you take medication for type 2 diabetes, then you might want to monitor your blood glucose very closely and adjust your medication accordingly. If you persistently don't have an appetite and you don't feel hungry ever, then that's a little bit different too. So I would suggest that you maybe have some more focused support in that situation. So as I've said, the key thing is how you break the fast, not just when you break the fast. So what I would advise is to wait until you're hungry, and I mean actual hunger, not just cravings. Then break your fast with a meal that is rich in protein and fat, and is ideally low in carbohydrates as well, because it's the protein and fat that's really dense in nutrients. So if you do that, it will keep your blood sugar balanced. If you were to break your fast with a bowl of cereal or toast or something else that was high in carbohydrates, then it would make your blood sugar go very high, and then that would be followed by a crash in your blood sugar. That would make you feel very tired and very hungry, and you might have strong sweet or carb cravings, and it would probably affect your concentration as well. And feeling moody and irritable is also quite common when your blood sugar crashes too. So if you are going to skip breakfast or have it a little bit later, you need to make sure that you're having a really good balanced meal when you do eat. Actually, even if you have breakfast at 6 a.m, the same applies. Make sure that it's rich in protein and fats and low in carbs to set you up for the day properly whenever that breakfast happens. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you currently do when you're not hungry in the morning? Do you eat anyway? Do you have something a little bit lighter? Do you delay or skip breakfast? How good are you at listening to your body in this way? And I also want to know is what you're going to take away from this video. Let me know in the comments.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw today, then make sure you hit subscribe to keep seeing these videos. And you might also like my free 7-day meal plan. Lots of my clients tell me that they just feel like they could really do with following a meal plan and just seeing what a normal healthy diet looks like for a week. So that's what I've done. I've put together 7 breakfasts, lunches and dinners just to help guide you and give you some ideas and inspiration, and so that you can see what a healthy diet looks like. So that's linked below. Make sure you get that. It's completely free. I've had so much good feedback about it, so don't miss out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye.